I never in a million years expected Zed would already be waiting in the animal half of the ship at 6:30 a.m., wearing baggy sweatpants and a black hoodie paired with a perfectly messy bedhead. At least he got the memo there's no point in showering before working with animals. I show him the feed room. Most of the food is stored on the upper level, but we've stocked this room with 1 week's worth of food for convenience. A stack of hay sits on pallets to the left of the door. To our right are the grain bins and a giant refrigerator holding the natural predator's lab-grown meals. We'll start with the herd. I lift a hay bale into the cart and fill 4 bowls with grain. That's the zebra, gazelle, horse, and cow. How do you choose which animals go together? Zed asks. They're all prey animals with similar behaviors and herd animals of a similar size. They also eat the same diet in captivity. Some species have been known to get along well for centuries. Horses and cows were often kept in the same pasture. Zebras and gazelles graze together in the wild. It's usually easier to introduce them when they're young. Kind of like people then, Zed says, at least the social aspect. I read that kids who went to elementary school in person or even daycare as toddlers developed better social and emotional skills. I power up the feed cart and direct it into the hallway. Did you go to daycare? Zed laughs. No, does it seem like it? I wouldn't know, I admit. We both fall silent as we walk toward the herd's habitat. I enter alone first and set the 4 bowls of grain on the ground, spaced far enough apart so the horse, who's the dominant one of the group, can't hog them all. Meet John, Paul, Ringo, and George, I say. Like the Beatles? He asks. Like the ladybugs on the ISS who were named after the Beatles. But they're all female? Yes. Back at the cart, I cut open the hay bale and peel off 4 flakes. He counts out 4 more and smushes them awkwardly against his chest, then follows me into the habitat. I toss 2 flakes into each of the first 2 feed tubs, then watch Zed dump half his pile into the 3rd one. But the horse, Ringo, finishes her grain before he can drop the 4th pile, and she pulls a snack out of his arms, loosening the flakes into a cloud of itchy, scratchy allergens. Thanks for that, he tells her, then tries to scoop most of the hay off the ground and into the feed tub. I turn away to hide my grin. It's not that I'm trying to scare Zed off. I just want to know how easy it is to do. Maybe the truest test of an animal lover has less to do with how passionately they can scream at the internet and more to do with how much hay they're willing to pull out of every nook of themselves for the rest of the day. To his credit, he sticks around. Even when the zebra steps on him, the cat sneezes on him, and the red panda drops something organic on his shoulder from her perch in the trees. I teach him how to clean the habitats and explain the animal's body language. Pinned ears, tucked tails, and tense muscles are red flags. Perky ears, flicking tails, and relaxed bodies are green. But Zed picks most of it up naturally. He works quietly around them, stays out of their blind spots, lets them approach him first, and like the animals, I accept his calm presence as we scoop, sift, and dump our way through litter boxes and straw beds. The feel of the rake in my hands, the repetitive motion, the sense of accomplishment through physical work. It's the poor person's therapy, grounding me in a time when nature wasn't taxed beyond what it could sustain, and reality was exactly what it seemed.